two former Cup finalists go head-to-head today in the Aussie Homelands Cup, both from Queensland. Harristown High from Toowoomba, their opponents Wavell State High. Let's get straight into the fact sheets. First of all, for Harristown High, they reached the Cup final in 1992, beaten by just 1 point by Patrician Brothers Fairfield, and their opponents Wavell reached the final the very next year, 1993. They too went down though in the final, falling to St Gregory's College of Campbelltown. But they're two very proud rugby league schools, Steve Roach, and you're keen on the fullback for the Harristown side, Peter Mladenovich.
What a player he is too, Andrew. He loves to get involved, loves to run the football. He's only 17 years of age, already played representative football for Queensland. The Broncos have snapped him up, so keep an eye on him for Toowoomba, the number one.
The maroon and blue is Wavell State High School at their last start, winning their group final against Sandgate High, 36 points to 10. This side today skippered by their halfback JCHARLES, former Cup runners-up, and this is their 97 squad. Stephen Ware at the back, Schaefer, McDonald, Morgan, Daly, the halves O'Brien and Charles, the forwards Harrison, Dixon, Curran, Chapman, Flood and TRONC, whilst HENRICK, a former Queensland Origin player, is the coach of Wavell. Now the Harristown High side. Their nickname is the Hawks, and they always turn on a good brand of football from a traditional rugby league nursery, the Darling Downs, Toowoomba. This is their side today: Mladenovich, Say, Martin, SIPPLE, Ryan. The halves, Wynn and Woodbridge. The forwards, Jensen, Cherry, Taylor, Armstrong. Sage is the hooker and captain. WANN makes up the front row, and Glenn HOPPNER the coach. Referee for this one is Chris McGinty. Gonna blow you right. This match doubles as a Queensland quarter-final in the Aussie Homelands Cup. Brad O'Brien, the player who gets us underway. Wavell State High from left to right for the first half. And a juggling effort there by Robert Woodbridge. Harristown State High earlier this year, one of their most impressive wins was a victory over their neighbours, Toowoomba High, 18 points to 10. All reports a high-quality match. And that was Zach Armstrong, who got to within 5 metres of the 30 and carrying over that mark. It was Aaron WANN, now the 40-metre line. Coming across for Woodbridge to put a kick in. A high one, not going for distance. Patrick Daly is the man with the ball. And he's lost the ball in the tackle. The turnover for Harristown. Well, he says stripped in the tackle. I would suggest I would contest that.
Well, first off, it was good positional play there from Daly. And two in the tackle. Let's see how many there are in there. There's the arm. It's only one-on-one at the time. It should have been play on. A little bit unfortunate there for Harristown.
Wavell State High with possession. Bradley Chapman, only small steps he took, but he got to the defensive line eventually. And it took two men to get him down. This is Shane TRONC. Plenty of size about him.
He looks like he'll be a handful, doesn't he?
110 kilos, they reckon. He's 15 years of age. Wavell are 35 metres out from the Harristown line. Dummy half duties are with Trent Flood. Now Charles. Across with O'Brien. Some quick hands. And at the end of it was Rowan McDonald. The finish was there, though, to make the tackle in quick time. It was Chris Martin. Harristown coming into the match, made a few late changes. The 18 Chris Martin has slotted into the centres. Wavell, a chance to kick. Back now with Daniel Say.
Yeah, good chase there from Lee Cherry to put all sorts of pressure on the Wavell High School kicker there. And the last tackle, good marker play from both sides so far.
Inside their own 20. Rugby league schools. Aaron WANN in a dummy half. Cross with Woodbridge. He's wearing 6, but he's playing the role of halfback. There's Robert Woodbridge. This is Tony Jensen. That kick, there's some distance on that. It's fielded though by Stephen Ware from the back. In fact, two fullbacks well worth watching today. Peter Mladenovich for Harristown and Stephen Ware for Wavell.
Yeah, and it's again Jensen who's first to the kick from the Harristown side. Beautifully cleaned up in the back by Ware, but good tackle there from the lock forward, Jensen.
Almost on halfway. Fullback for Wavell, Stephen Ware, a player we came across in last year's competition. Held up there was Ashley Harrison. Wavell starting to slip into their act now. They're 40 metres out from the Harristown line. We've reached the last tackle. With it is JCHARLES. This kick will turn Daniel Say on quite a chase, although it might be a little too strong. It is over the dead ball line. So a scroll back to the 20. But for a moment it looked like they were going to have the winger pinned in the in-goal.
He had plenty of time to put the kick in too, JCHARLES, the captain for Wavell School. Just a little bit too long, an easy walk to the 20-metre line. Now we're seeing Taylor taking up over the 30.
Working their way to trouble with Zach Armstrong. Not looking to offload. They're just looking to make those meters get to an attacking position before they try anything too adventurous. Right side and a switch back to the centre. MACDONALD. He is a flyer. MACDONALD sets it up and away they go with Stephen Witt. Well, that's his first touch of the ball, the player to watch. And we will continue to watch and enjoy. It's 4-0 to Harristown.
Yeah, tremendous crisscross play there from Harristown. And MACDONALD, the player that we've said to watch. Have a look at the way he hits the space. Have a look at the gap there in the middle of the ruck. Biggest gap in the game. He slows down as he comes to the fullback. The offload on the outside to Stephen Witt. And too much toe in the end, scores right under the post.
Woodbridge is the kicker for Harristown State High. Doubling down representative in both rugby league and also touch. And this with his first kick of the day. Not a particularly good attempt. Unsuccessful. The score is 4-0. Harristown State of Origin debut, wasn't it?
84.
HENRICK was there right from the word go in 1980. Wide ball. It finds the ground and they won't be able to keep the ball in the field of play. So this is a chance for Wavell State High. Some untidy play from Harristown coming out of their own 20.
And it was just good pressure in defence, actually. Some good chase there for the marker. The defensive line getting up, a false pass. And then the ball goes rolling in the touch.
Big chance for Wavell State High. 15 metres out from the line. Charles from the scrum base. O'Brien. Then it's with MacDonald. For Morgan, numbers on the left. We're into the line. The cover defence is SIPPLE.
Oh, great play there from Armstrong, the number 10, to get across in cover.
Right on the Harristown goal line. Morgan slows it up. They have hold of one leg and then they finish off the tackle with MACDONALD. Now Charles. Charles with some stepping, the halfback and captain for Wavell. Again, MACDONALD is there, and they're not white boots. He's just got them well and truly bandaged. The fullback Peter MACDONALD. Pass comes across for Chapman. The basketball pass has been put down by MacDonald. It's play on, but they lose the momentum. 10 metres out from the Harristown line.
Yeah, they're going to get some wrapping plays around to the blind side. Here it is.
Harrison twisting as he got to the defence. Sherry was able to hang on. The last they try a grubber kick. It comes there for Daniel Say. And Steve, I take it you're not that happy.
I just thought it was a poor option on the last tackle. Just trying to kick the ball for yourself is not a go. You've got to play for your teammates. It would have been better off to give to someone in a better position.
On their own 20-metre line, there's Jason Sage. He's the captain of the Harristown side. Now with Lee Cherry. Plenty of defence there. Morgan wrapping up the ball. The work down below from Shane TRONC. Defending well now. Morgan's putting on a big chase for a better kick for MACDONALD. Forces on here for Daniel Say. Running straight at Patrick Daly. The winger on winger. Nice tackle now. The kick will come from Robert Woodbridge. And he's found some space too, Woodbridge. That's a good kick. He sent Shannon Schaefer on a big chase back to his own goal line. And there was a line of defence there for Harristown.
Yeah, but didn't he do well there, Schaefer? He got back to the football quick. That's what I like about him. Plenty of speed there from the number 2, Schaefer. And made good yardage to get his team back on the roll.
Double high with Patrick Daly. Last year they were knocked out early by Mansfield State High, 38-12. But they're working their way back to the glory days of the late 60s and 70s when they were regarded as the strongest rugby league school in Queensland. It was Chapman. There was some heavy contact there. The ball has travelled forward. Harristown will get a feed.
Oh, that's great play there from Harristown. What they've got to do is put some pressure on teams trying to come out of their own end and make it difficult for them. What's this for a hit? There goes the ball spraying out. Front on. Taylor it was.
Caught the ball. Now a run around. Well, there looked to be a shepherd there. It's play on for Daniel Say. The chase is a good one from the 5'8" Brad O'Brien. A try-saving tackle. From dummy half, they're not able to score. Harristown in search of a second try with Medenovic. This looks to pass out the back. There's two knock-offs there. And it's play on now for Wavell.
Yeah, just a little bit rushed there from Harristown. They did all the right work, forcing the error in the first place from Wavell. Let's see what their defence is like now. Look at them getting off that line.
Shane TRONC. 15 out from their own line. That was an ear thing for Wavell straight high. Certainly playing better than what could have been possibly a 10-0 scoreline against them. They're held up, so the two fullbacks showing they're not afraid to get right up in the front line and mix it with the forwards. This kick from inside the 30 over the head of Say, I reckon he'll leave that one alone and over the sideline.
I would say that the message has gone out there to leave anything near the sideline alone. He did well that time, Say. He didn't even go for it.
Some work by Robert Woodbridge. And with their try scorer, Medenovic, coming across field, up there to make the tackle. Ryan MacDonald.
And he did well, didn't he?
He picked out his man a long way off. Tackling the blind side. And the tackle came from Shannon Schaefer. He'd left his wing to make the previous tackle and did well to cover up. They go for the big hit on Taylor, unsuccessful.
Starting to warm up this game.
Sending the tackle one, not able to offload. Inside the Wavell half. Harristown from Toowoomba, long pass there from Woodbridge. Coming across with Sage. Standing wide. Well up 35 metres out from the Wavell line. That was a quick play, the ball. Back with Woodbridge. He puts in a deep kick. This has got Stephen Ware back at his own in goal. He's dropped it but knocked back and play on. So all the chasers are on side, and in the end I guess Ware's done unreasonably well.
Yeah, he did too. It was a good chase there from Harristown. He's a good player, this fullback. He had a bit of breath there. He's got plenty of work to do. Few easy yards starting to come to Wavell now.
Shane TRONC, their big man up front, gets it to the 40. They're like, I'm trying to think of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Denny DeVito, the two front rowers. Here's Nathan Morgan. He's over the 40-metre line. He was looking for his winger inside and out. Couldn't link up with Schaefer. And they're odd shapes and sizes, the two front rowers for Wavell. And it's one of those front rowers, Chapman, who put in the kick, fielded by Stephen Wick. And they're back in possession, 20 out from their own line.
Oh, I can't believe that little chip.
Now Medenovic is away again. He might back himself all the way here. Medenovic with a floating inside ball. Daniel Say in support. Pass had gone loose. And still a chance to attack on the right. With Woodbridge. And then a short pass from Jensen. Nice hands there. Puts down Sage through the pass, but the Wavell defence.
Yeah, good defence there from Morgan. He made the decision to come in and make the tackle. They had the numbers on the outside. Have a look at him now. Morgan comes in the shot. Good play from that young man, forcing the error. Both sides stinging in the fence at the moment.
4-0 the scoreline to Harristown. It's Wavell in possession, and away they go. Big run here from the 5'8" Brad O'Brien. Medenovic is the chaser. O'Brien is running out of puff, and he pulls up to a halt and has lost the football on a one-on-one tackle.
Great football, Medenovic. One-on-one, steals the football, gets possession for his footy team. What a run too it was from O'Brien. Trying to put his side back into the game. He does his best too. He runs away from his support. He looks like he's going to run around Medenovic. He comes again. An awkward tackle here. Loses the football, gains possession.
In the meantime, a penalty to Harristown, getting them out of trouble too. Broncos juniors on show there, Medenovic and Brad O'Brien. But that's where the one-on-one tackle rule is excellent. I mean, the player Medenovic is certainly entitled to ring the ball out for tackle.
Well, the thing is, you've got to make the decision. Do you try and tackle him and stop the try, or do you go for the football? It looked like that time Medenovic had the confidence to go for the ball.
Sage held up in the Morgan tackle. He's got 9 on his back, but he's certainly not playing the role of a hooker. Wide to Harristown. Again, I stress the point, the field position has certainly been with Wavell stayed high. Now Lee Cherry, 35 out, offloading. Pulling together a few passes, Harristown. At the end of it was Chris Martin. Comes across for Woodbridge. Then with it is Sage. Wider ball there for SIPPLE. SIPPLE with defenders around two. Put down on the inside by Robbie Ryan. He says no knock on. Oh, that could be a tough call against Wavell State High. Long floating pass. Martin is with it. Chris Martin 10 metres out. A hand has knocked it down from Patrick Daly. 6 again. Tackle count restarts 10 out from the line. There's a chance to attack the blind side. It comes here for Zach Armstrong. Held on the tackle of Ashley Harrison. There is Whitbread. Short pass. Onto the ball comes Dallas Taylor.
Oh, great run, Taylor. They got the repeat set there of what they needed. Just redid their tackle count. Have a look at this. Right in the middle of the field. One pass runner. That's where to go, Taylor. Too much power.
I'm just worried whether this was a knock-on the other side of the field. The pass here on the outside, Robbie Ryan will come into view. Off his hands, well, it's travelled forward. No doubt about it at all. So that should have been a Wavell scrum feed at least.
Yeah, let's forget about that. Look at the straight running here from Taylor. Tremendous play there from that young man. That's the way to run to the try line too. Make him tackle you. Struggles out of a couple. Good try there to Taylor.
Kickers from right in front. Chris Martin is the player. Successful with his conversion. So 2 tries, 1 goal on the board for Harristown. They lead Wavell by 10 points to 0. Wavell State High with Brad O'Brien. He's driving this one for the sideline. It comes the way of Daniel Say. Bad tactics. If they find the line, they would have had the scrum feed. But when it doesn't come off, you've given them a nice springboard to attack already. They're 5 short of halfway.
Well, I don't think we see enough sides really trying to do that. Kick the 10 metres, but really hard for the sideline, trying to get the field noise.
Zach Armstrong, front rower, putting a fend on Lee Curran. The pass comes loose. It's with O'Brien. That's how this game opens up.
Yeah, what about the tackle from Ryan over in the far corner? That's hurt the 5'8" O'Brien.
Well, here's the tackle on Armstrong. Now, the ball is knocked down by O'Brien. He bounces it.
Well, what's this?
And he's back with it.
Good tackle.
He's up at the finish off. And now Shane TRONC.
He's done his job in the first half, Tronc.
35 metres out. Morgan. Pass there for Stephen Ware. And Ware's away to the corner. There's no one going to catch him.
Oh, hasn't he got some speed, young Ware? 2 outstanding star fullbacks we're seeing today. It was just numbers in the end on the blind side. A good hit up there from the big number 8 Tronc to play the ball right in the middle of the park. They feign to go the open side, the switch. Look at this pass. That's the way to run into space. Ware, too much speed.
There's a chance to shoot for goal then for Jeff Charles, the captain of this Wavell side. Won't be too many tougher. Outside the 20 and right from the sideline. Charles, this one to the side of the posts. So 6 points is the margin. And what is a good battle here in the Aussie Home Loans Cup, 10-4 to Harristown. This is Ken SIPPLE. The restart of play, picking out Nathan Morgan. That will do the confidence of Wavell the world of good. There's a big tackle from the lock forward, Tony Jensen.
Well, that's the try that they needed, the one that they'll get back after they were just stopped before the line from the MACDONALD. Good to see them back into the game, 10 points to 4. 6 minutes left on the clock. They're right in this one, Wavell.
Gibson held up in that tackle. Calling the shots at a dummy half. Trent Flood now forced to run. He dummies to a couple of runners and there's no one else to pass to. Walking here for Harrison. Short of halfway, last tackle.
Very important they get a good kick away this time.
Charles will demand. They're attacking the wing of Daniel Say. Well, he's learned his lesson from earlier in the match. He's not going to have a go at the football. To let you know how the talent scout net works these days, as we'll just stay with the action for a moment. SIPPLE goes wide, and now over the 30-metre line, SIPPLE slipped a great pass there. For Robbie Ryan on the inside, over halfway at the end of it, they've thrown the ball away. Ware is with it. A turnover. I was just going to mention that the talent scouts, they've got their eyes on this Harristown side. Ken SIPPLE, the centre, is already on scholarship with South Sydney. And Tony Jensen, the second row, is on scholarship with HENRICK. Both those boys at the end of their schooling will be headed to Sydney. To Storm, the school. It was tough to get out, let me tell you. They're 25 minutes out from the line, Wavell. Here it is with O'Brien. On for Ware. Stepping. He's thrown a forward ball. No one wants to touch it.
And deliberately so too. Lucky not get a penalty against him there, Ware. Cleaned up in the end by SAYEG.
They carry. The MacDonald tackle. This has been the story for much of the half. Despite the scoreline of 10-4, it's been Harristown working out of their own half. And this is Jason SAYEG. They want to scamper for 10.
Well, he's done well too. They usually use him as an extra forward there. Very solidly built player, SAYEG. Here's another break.
Well, there's minutes to be made, and the supporters wound up on the outside. This is Lee Cherry. Takes on his man, Lee Cherry, and he's away.
Great play
to score Lee Cherry, the second rower. Oh, big try that. He's run well, almost 50 metres.
Oh, what about the string? Looked like they had him. Unbelievable, Finn. Good play there. Tremendous play on the outside. It's the 5-8 team. Cut through the outside support from Cherry. Have a look at this. Get out of my way. Good strong run there to finish off from Cherry.
Then has this kick for a 12-point lead going to half-time. It's been a good half of football, this one. Harristown High, Martin with the kick. It's just wide. Unsuccessful the kick, so 10 points to margin at half-time. Harristown High and Wavell doing battle. The quarter-final in Queensland in the Aussie Home Loans Cup. We'll take a break and be back with more. Front rower, and very effective work at that. And this is Brent Dixon. Beyond the 30-metre line. Sure, he was up there to make the tackle. Some good tries scored in the first half too. The fullbacks were outstanding. It was just a real good half of football. JCHARLES is held up, the captain of Wavell. They need to score first though in their second half. They can ill afford to let Harristown get any further away than 10 points. Dixon was taken a little high, was still able to shrug through a couple of defenders. Eventually put down by Armstrong. Last tackle here for Wavell from their own 40-metre line. Denovich and Sayer back. Sayer's with it. Drop ball puts all the chasers onside. It only takes one to make the tackle.
We've just been saying that about Henry. We were explaining that Wavell need to score the next points. I'd say that they'd be pretty confident that they can do that sort of thing too. Both teams have been able to make a number of breaks in the first half. I know this is only the start of the second half, but the team that settles down the most early will probably go on and win this one.
When you talk about Wavell and their attacking options, the break's probably going to come from either their 5'8" or fullback, O'Brien or Ware. Right now, Denovich thrown to ground in the tackle. It ended up with SAYEG there. I don't even think he was the intended man to kick on the last. Attacking the football nicely was Schaefer. But Wavell stayed high. He wasn't prepared to let that ball go over the sideline or take another bounce.
He's done some good things, hasn't he, Schaefer, the winger? The right winger, here's the kick on the last. It's SAYEG that puts it through. Attacks the football. Tremendous play there from Schaefer.
Inside the Harristown half. Flutters with it. With Harrison, short pass there for MacDonald. Involvement continues for the centres. Castle wasn't knocked down according to the referee, so no restarting of the tackle count. Wavell, 35 minutes out. And it is the last tackle, Morgan. Here it is with Charles. That kick just rebounded off the chest of a couple of Harristown players.
Well, that's a little bit better there from Lee Cherry, the second row. The number 12's had an outstanding game. He put pressure on the kick, a good chase.
Right away, they're going to attack to the left through the hands of Jensen. Wider out for Denovich, pushing that pass along for SAYEG. And on the left was Chris Martin. Back with Jensen. Taking the lead from the front. Jensen will off forward, the young player who's on scholarship with the Panthers.
And this is looking a little bit better for Harristown now, surging their way into Wavell's half. Let's see what they can do on the last tackle.
Even with spinning in that tackle, held up by Charles. He wants a quick play the ball. He almost loses the ball on the 20-metre line. Inside, work here with Johnson. Kick has come off the legs of Morgan. This is play on. Morgan, a good pickup. The tackle close to the sideline. He did the right thing. He did well to stay in the field of play. Wavell survived that attack from Harristown. And still it's 14-4. Now a penalty to Wavell.
There are plenty of hands in and around the play the ball at the moment. That's Woodbridge getting penalised now. Again, the referee's been very consistent. But again, it just puts the pressure on themselves. Harristown getting away penalties. Wavell in their half again.
Stevie, you're prepared to say if Wavell score next, they will win this match?
Well, they've had much the better of the second half so far. I know it hasn't been going for that long, but they've looked the better side.
Trent Flood, nice pickup. The pass was knocked down there by Woodbridge.
It's a knock-on from Woodbridge.
Not going to go Harristown. Another close call.
All of the sides think they have to go right to the defence to pass the football to beat the man. That's not the case. Woodbridge gets in the road again.
No way, boys, no way.
Cup finalists. These have turned out runners-up from 1993. Wavell, a scrum-based play worked. Harrison took off from that point. Captain the tackle of Brett Johnson. They're only 25 metres out. This is B.CHAPMAN. A stocky front rower. 15 metres out from the Harristown line. Again they attack the blind side, Wavell. They spot a weakness. It comes back there for Schaefer.
We've got to be patient, I'll say it again. They're just trying to force the football too often.
Now across with Charles, then for O'Brien. Ware is up in the line, but not standing deep. Got the ball flat-footed and well held by Stephen Witt. The play the ball was a little slow. Morgan's positioned himself here. Morgan, 5 metres out and now all the way to score. He got himself into space, Nathan Morgan.
Good play there from Morgan. It had to come. Wavell's had all the possession in the second half, inside Harristown's half. And they go wide now. Good positioning play there from Morgan, the centre three-quarter. Skips out of a couple of tackles and slams the footy down. That puts them back into it.
Will they go on with the job? Nathan Morgan scoring the try. It's a good one for Wavell. First points of the second half and 14-8 to score. Charles. From 20 metres out, the captain, what a key kick this is, and he hasn't made a good attempt of it. Not much strength in that kick. 6 points is the difference. 14-8. Well, he was hurt in making the conversion attempt. 14-8, Harristown over Wavell. For a short kick-off from the restart. Kent SIPPLE has just driven the ball over the sideline. That'll be a scrum feed to Harristown, and well done.
Well, that's what I was saying a little bit earlier, Andrew. I don't think enough sides try to do that sort of thing. If you do find touch, you do get the loose. I can't believe people don't kick off and slam the ball as hard as they can along the ground towards the sideline.
He didn't go for distance, he just made sure he got it over that sideline, and now they've got possession. And a loose ball, fielded there by Woodbridge, and then rounded up by the defence.
He did well there, Woodbridge, to clean up.
Got down, Madenovich in the line. A step away, that's a good tackle from Ashley Harrison.
It might be the wake-up call that they need, Andrew. Don't force the football straight away and get it back. They are now into Wavell's half.
The boys from Toowoomba, leading by 6 points. They were cup finalists in 92. Lee Cherry, 20 metres out from the Wavell line. Good pass out of dummy half from Stephen Witt. He really rifled the ball out. Madenovich is up in the line again, stepping into the goal tackle.
Done well, hasn't he, out wide, McDonald? Giving him plenty of reps, but he's deserved them.
20 metres out. On the last, they're looking for the field goal. There's the long-range attempt. It's off to the side. Well, they wanted that 7-point buffer. They wanted it badly.
Well, not a bad idea to get down here and get a point and go away, come away with a point, but a long-range shot, 30 metres out. Pretty difficult sort of attempted field goal to take. Just gives the football straight back to Wavell. They're on a bit of a roll at the moment.
There's Chapman, almost a second tackle on Chapman there. This is Ashley Harrison. He's had a real good game. Ashley Harrison, defence and attack. A little number 14 out there is Trent HENRICK. Now down the right side. Wavell attacking. Keep your eyes on the number 14 who's gone into first receiver. He is tiny. Well, maybe he is. And here's Brad O'Brien. Attacking this Wavell side is Chapman, the big front rower. Champion with bends left and right. He made 15 metres. Last tackle, they're 10 metres out. Harrison the kick. Has it come into contact with a referee?
If it has, it should be a scrum.
It's fielded there by Cherry.
They're on a roll at the minute. Wavell, great scrambling in the fence there. Did the football come off the referee? That's a big question. If it did, it should have been a scrum. Let's have a look. Oh, well, Andrew, I'll leave that one to you.
Well, he's done a good dance to get out of the way, but he certainly impeded Medanovic getting to the football. He was blowing up about it too.
A trick. He's still going on with it.
Big one. Next battle this. 14-8, 3 tries to 2. We can look ahead. If it did get to 14 all, it would come back to first try scorer, and that was Harristown. They would be declared winners, but there's plenty of time in this match to score more than 1 try. Morgan, 25 minutes out from the Harristown line. Worthy of the Queensland quarterfinal this match. Chapman. He's just kept on going, Bradley Chapman. He doesn't have a big stride on him, but his little steps, they keep him going forward. Henrick, back throw, Brian. That ball has travelled forward. Morgan picked it up.
And that could be the player of the day too from SIPPLE, the centre 3/4. He put on a good chase there. There was a change of direction. This play, that's the play of the day. They need to get the football now. Harristown, they've got it.
Harristown. Johnson taking to the left straight away here. Woodbridge is out in the centres. On their own 30-metre line, Harristown. A little bit of breathing space still. Ties is now out there in 8. Ben Ties.
They've had a great spirit to this game. It's been a contest right from the opening whistle. But no foul play so far, and that's good for the game.
Turnover. I thought there may have been a double knock on, but he allows play to continue for Wavell. Chapman out of dummy half and trapped at that point.
MacDonald down in the back play. He's been their best player in the second half, I would say. Not a good tackle. I think it was a collision.
Let's see if we can pick up what happened to MacDonald. There he is. He only got pushed out of the tackle. The big thing. What do you make of the block?
I'd like to have a look at it again. Oh, looks like he's caught his knee.
Ooh, left leg.
Oh.
So he's off the field. Rowan MacDonald.
Just had it to Cordy.
A fine performance in this match. Wavery starts 35 metres out. HENRICK and TRONC. There's a size difference there between halfback and front row. They're just outside the Harristown 20 and they trail by 6 points. Wavell stayed high to Chapman. These two front rowers workaholics. Chapman's lost it in getting to his feet. Well, he's lost it cold. He had a look up. He was going to blue and then thought, no, I've made the mistake. Here's Chapman. There's not a hand on him, or was there a little knee in there? Turnover for Harristown. Medanovic from the scrum, running it where? No chance to see fullback on fullback. Again, the Aussie home loans people have put up $100 for our player of the match today. It could come from either side at this point. Safe tackle for Harristown. They're on their own 30. We've seen little of the Wavell half since half time. Now with it is Zach Armstrong. Over the 40. Chance if they want to put in the 40-20 kick. They continue to attack though. Dallas Taylor gets it to halfway. Strong effort from Dallas Taylor. Scored a good try in the first half. Now it's the last tackle. So they will kick from outside the 40. Jensen, he goes for the bomb. It'll come down here for Daly. They jump high and miss it. It came off the legs of Daly. I reckon this should be a Harristown P.
Was that the sort of kick that you want in that situation there from Harristown? I would have thought they would have been trying to pin them down on their own line and make Wavell come out of their own end. It was sort of a midfield bomb. Really a nothing kick. Again, the options on the last. That did come off the leg. But he didn't play out the football.
He was jumping up for the football. He had the player. That was what the referee ruled.
It didn't go on his hand. It fell on his leg.
He was playing at the football. So now it's back with Harristown. Well, that's a strange one. It's worked out okay for Harristown. Some justice is done. All I'm saying is, in jumping for the ball, he's playing at the football. Doesn't matter what part of the body it came off. And they're on the attack. They're 8 metres out and a chance to put Wavell out of business. And this is a rare attack inside the 20. Madenovic is wide and held up. That's a great tackle from Morgan.
Oh, Woodbridge come inside. He didn't need to.
I'm back with Cherry. Right out from the line. What a battle it's been. The Queensland final. Now the quick hands. Madenovic. Morgan is there again.
Beautiful scrambling there. Wavell refusing the wilt. Last tackle.
Schaefer was the assist with Morgan in the tackle. The kick comes from Witt. It's right at the uprights. This is a superb try, and they've got the try to win it. It's Kent Sipple who has scored. Great ball, superb try, 18-8 to score.
Well, if you have a look and see who he had the out jump, it was HENRICK there to come across for the Wavell side. The smallest man on the paddock. Great jump there from Sipple. Have a look at this, timed beautifully. Here he comes from the outside. He gets the run of play, jumps above the pack, and that may well be the match winner.
Yeah, great catch from Kent Sipple. Getting over the top of 3 players, an unlikely trio. B.CHAPMAN was there as well, the front rower. And TRENT HENRICK, but that's the match winner to Kent Sipple. Kick for Martin from 15 metres out, but they are home now. There is still a bit of time, but if this is now a 12-point margin, and it is, although it's not unsuccessful from close range, I was prepared to give it to him.
We've missed a couple of easy kicks. Harristown.
10 points the difference, 18-8 to Harristown.
If you don't watch Frankie's birthday match Thursday, heads will roll. The footy show 9:30
And they're not out over the 40. Going to stop those easy yards in the middle.
Time was 14-4, only 2 tries in the second half, 1 apiece, and still running forward is Dallas Taylor. One of many contenders for the Aussie Home Loans man of the match. Turned inside there from Witt to Madenovic. He's able to slip the pass, Witt, and now players in motion. Lee Cherry on the wraparound, held by Morgan. There's another player who's just about been the best, Nathan Morgan. Witt for Harristown on the 40-metre line. Well held in the tackle. It is the last here for Harristown. A chance here to pin Wavell close to their line. Again, they try their luck with a bomb. Robert Woodbridge put it up. Ware is there, and Morgan comes in with Ware. Well, the duo. Between them, they came down to the football. On their own 20. Chapman. Played the one defender. With a body slam. The appears lost to them now. Harristown going through to the next round. TRONC gets to the 40-metre line. The 3 defenders in there driving hard. Tony Jensen came over the top. Taylor was low. Back to Harrison. Just inside the Harristown half. Last tackle. They've only got 2 on the right side of the ruck. Kicking back centre field was Charles. It's not a bad kick. It holds up over the head of O'Brien. Play on here for Wavell. This is Patrick Daly stepping 10 metres out from the line, and Sipple makes the tackle.
Yeah, great cover there, Sipple. He made the tackle before. He had to sprint, had to make a lot of metres there to get across. He's had a magnificent second half, Sipple. Probably scored the winning try for his team.
Here's the kick. O'Brien comes through, puts up a jump, and at the same time impedes the fullback. Daly's contained. Simple tackle. Harristown in possession. They get a penalty, so no way. The wash up 4 tries to 2. I guess is a fair indication, although Wavell have had plenty of football in their second half.
Yeah, we just lost their way over the last couple of minutes. They really needed to drive that nail in the box. But Harristown was to get that try. And number 4, Sipple, provided them with that. 3 minutes left in the clock. She's all over now. Been a good game of football, but Hendrick, plenty of talent on show.
And they reached the semi-finals in 91 and 94, and of course runners-up in the Cup overall in 92. It's a side with quite a history in the schoolboy competition. Madenovic has lost the ball on the way through. This will be a knock-on against Harristown High. And the star of that 92 side was Andrew Duneman, who's now with the Cowboys.
to the
In fact,
too.
he was the player of the year in 92.
Yeah, good player. A big future in the game, gentlemen. Both of them have. The brothers up there at the Cowboys.
Wavell. One last chance to attack Stephen Ware. He's been as dangerous as anyone. Up on halfway. And now HENRICK. This is Patrick Daly. Not inside the Harristown half. Chapman. I just admire the work of the front row of Chapman and TRONC. They're very strong. The second tackle earns the penalty.
Well, I admire him even more. He's not the tallest of men, little stumpy front rower. He's put his hand up plenty of times. Don't worry about that. What a great performance from Chapman.
And now a big run comes from Flood. 10 metres out from the line. His little end stumping. Right in front of the post of Harristown. They probably deserve another try. It comes inside the Harristown defence though. Crunching work there. Really driving in hard was Mladenovic. And now only 5 metres out from the line. From dummy half they go. Is this going to be the try for Flood? Held up in the tackle of Jensen. And also ties. HENRICK is there playing the football. Now what's the referee want? He's called knock on.
Yeah, fair enough too. I think they were getting set for the mousetrap play. You can have a look at that again. Here he is. Look, the two dummy halves there. Ended up going for the football in the end, and he did knock on. That I would say would be the ball game.
Harristown winning that scrum and breaking quickly. Mladenovic away from Woodbridge.
It's called another forward pass.
Got a hand the touchdown.
Yes. Oh.
Watch it again. Mladenovic the pass.
This is
Woodbridge is on the outside. Let's throw it backwards. That's a strange call.
We'll get a close-up of him later.
Steady on. Wavell. Loose ball out of that scrum. And Ware, the fullback, kicking for himself and ricochet off the legs of Mladenovic. Harristown are in possession. Can't blame Stephen Ware for trying that. And away goes Lee Cherry. And a very strong back row for Harristown. Jensen, Cherry and Taylor. Washington. Full-time time to sound it. So Harristown, they win this Queensland quarter-final in a top-quality game of football. 18 points to 8, 4 tries to 2, and the boys from Toowoomba are through to the semis. And our Aussie Homeloans man of the match is the 15-year-old second rower for Harristown, Dallas Taylor. $100. He'll be proud of that because there were many, many fine performers in today's match. Plenty more action to come in the weeks ahead in the Aussie Homeloans Cup. Until next time from Brisbane, it's bye for now.
This has been a presentation